On the other hand, as I say about the architecture, a diamond in its earliest incarnation was just a square turned on its side. So you could use an ordinary square pane of glass and you'd get a little variety by putting it this way and wouldn't have to cut something special. But then that's the no fun explanation, right? So anyhow, but just that the diamonds are so ubiquitous and they are so much fun to knit. And I'll show you here just very quickly 2 patterns. The mummer's pattern, which we call this a mummer's mitt, and it is on a pair of mittens I saw in the mummers parade, and took a photo so that I could make sure to get it written down right. And this one, what we've called the Signal Hill pattern, because Christine, who is sometimes on LSD, sees dots and dashes in these little patterns. And I'm just so charmed by it that I go right along with everything she said.
It's not that, it's letter B. So when I realized that diamond was that dash, we were at Atlantic Place at a very serious meeting, and I go,
oh my God!
Letter, and bust into the Beatles letter. You know, from Sesame Street.
Yes.
Go back.
Our meetings are hilarious, as you might imagine. And it can be done very nicely, but this was also at the Mummers Parade. But these were on a pair of socks or vamps, not sure, on a fella's foot, over his shoes, like it says in the mummering song, right? And with mitts on their feet or socks on their feet or something over their shoes. So once again, very quickly a picture was taken so that I could come home and figure it out. I've spent a few years with these mittens now, and I think they may have seen light as a mistake, because they're fairly hard to do. Lots of long stretches of one color, which is a bit of a nuisance in knitting, but they're so much fun and so effective. I think she might have just got her diamonds a little fooled up, and there you get a whole new pattern. So we call this color combination row house, and actually we call it row house summer, and it happens to be just like a stretch of houses on Hayward Avenue, one of which Christine used to live in.
But Shirley didn't know that, and
I didn't know that. We saw the picture of these houses, something on the internet, and I put them into the list.
Dirk and I bought when we got married. And
we have these weird things happening all the time.
Yeah. Shirley didn't know I ever lived in that house, and I didn't know she'd made that mitten pattern.
So in the book, we describe good color combinations and give the actual names of the colors of yarn if you'd like to copy them. So we also have row house fall and row house winter, as they get progressively darker and dirtier. There's also a combination called Republic, and it's pink, white, and green for the flag. And there's Republic Dusty, and that is after a very serious winter. When I first came here, and the only flags of Newfoundland I had seen were beaten up old things, and they were in pastel, like Crest toothpaste green, and pink and white. And so I thought they were the original colors, and we were working on a thing for the Anna Templeton Center, a pattern. So I was writing the pattern, someone else had done the design, and described the colors of wool that you would buy. And I just didn't know Christine at the time, and immediately get the email, this is not the right color of green, it's actually paddy green. And it was only after a while I realized I'd never seen a flag that was new and not beat all to shit, you know. So anyhow, we have always loved the diamond pattern, and we're going to keep doing it. Diamonds and waves, the 2 top themes as far as I can tell in Newfoundland mitten patterns. So we in reading came across this, and it just meant everything to us. From a book, The Art of David Blackwood. I'm a big fan. I've studied his work quite often, and in fact those blue and red mittens that I'm knitting there are from a pattern which we will tell you about, but called Wesleyville, but they're the colors of his picture, Home from Bragg's Island. And just by accident today, it happened to match my outfit, but that's another mysterious happening here. Anyhow, there, a stone's throw away, was the house of Aunt Meg Feltham. It was always painted ruby red with white trim, and it had curious diamond-shaped windows. One window let light into the pantry. Another allowed sunshine through the upstairs hallway. Uncle Elias Feltham would look out the diamond and on a clear day see the way the sun itself was shattered into diamonds by the ocean. Possibly another source of inspiration for architecture, for furniture, and for knitting here.